Okay guys, hey, it's Cozy Bread. We are back with Paralives. We are playing Davie Collins, and we are currently starting this build. We are going to build him a cute little bachelor pad apartment. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and let's just get right into it. I didn't really cover this the last episode, but I do want to just go over the UI a little bit. So in build mode, you have your paradigms, you have your cursor, then you have your sledgehammer, and what I like is that it shows you the preview of what the tool does. So obviously the sledgehammer gets rid of walls. You have the bulldoze loss, so you can get rid of the whole thing if you want. Undo, redo, different floors, so you can go all the way down and then go up. Toggle wall visibility, so you have no walls, partial walls, which change depending on what angle you do, and then you have the full wall up. This is where you can send feedback and bugs. It opens up a web page where you can fill out the form, submit a screenshot, do whatever. Here's the help guide. Now, what I really like is that you have a lighting preview. So if you click here, we're at 7:55 a.m., but I can go all the way to nighttime and see what it looks like when I'm especially helpful when I'm placing lights. You have your screenshot and then you have your settings and stuff. Okay. So on the top left, you have your build. So you have your walls, your wall coverings, and your floors, as well as your roofing. You have your doors, you have your windows, you have your stairs, which the stairs are pretty static right now. You have your roofs and chimneys. Again, this is pretty static. It says right here, when building without a grid, it might be hard to place roof blocks to fit the shape of your floor plan. We're planning to add more flexible roof tools. So you have your architectural details, so you can do moldings on the walls. You can add columns and pillars, decals, so like, graffiti, clumps of like brick, cracks, and then you have your architectural miscellaneous. So this is just more details. You have gutters, you have like an antenna, you have wood details, you have like window covers, vents, scaffolding, and these sort of like cool medieval windows. What is this? Oh, it's plywood. That's hysterical. Okay, and then you have your fencing. So, pretty self-explanatory. Over here, you can do fence replacement mode, and then you can toggle the grid on and off. Now, here's the decor separated by rooms. You have living room, kitchen, dining room, bathroom, bedroom, kids' room, study, and then outside. Now, what I've noticed with these categories is that it won't list all of the items that it feels are applicable to that category. So, like, you'll have, like, decor, but there's, like, more options when you go into the actual next furnishings tab. So we go into furnishing tabs. It's pretty self-explanatory too. You have seating, surfaces, beds, storage, appliances, plumbing, lighting, electrical devices, hobbies, kids, decor, and clutter. And then you have a search bar which you can do. You can search for anything. So if you do like awning, and you have like a couple options that come up. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we are focusing on the living room for right now. I don't think I'm going to edit anything structurally. I think we'll just leave, like, we're not going to add any half walls or weird dividers or anything. With the wall tool, it's pretty nice. You could do it without the grid, which is what I did on that small lot in between the buildings. And then you also can do a draw curve tool. You have half walls, which are pretty cool, and then you can do different heights of them. And then you have a separator, which is doesn't show any wall, but when you do it, you can see it in the preview where you can select um, different coverings for that like separated room. Okay, so I'm not gonna touch paint or anything right now. I think we want to do decor and furnishings first, and then we'll get to paint and floor coverings. Okay, so let's see here. Now, I really don't like these chairs or anything. This one is kind of fine. It's a little country to me. This is just, while it is industrial, I don't know if I'm really feeling it. It looks a little too like DIY, and I don't really think Davie is a DIY girly. I think he is not really into that. He buys stuff from restoration hardware. Or like, you know, like Crate and Barrel, and like very that. So I don't really like this mirror here. I think I want to delete it. Let's go ahead and delete these chairs. I think let's look at the options first for coffee tables. I'm still like 80% sure I want to get rid of this, but it does kind of fit the vibe of what we're going for. Let's look at lighting first. And let's look at floor lamps. We see this one that is like pretty already like industrial. I think it's called Induchiku. I think this is Induchiku too. So what you've noticed is that when it comes to furniture and decor, now I kind of don't like what they did, but I also kind of like it. So as you can tell, this is Induchiku, and this is also Induchiku. So what they've done is that they've kind of created little collections. It really reminds me of what IKEA does, where they have these like weird names, and then it kind of like ties it all together. So like it's also pretty apparent when you look at the kitchen stuff. So this is Ikonomi, 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 Ikonomi. So it's all part of the same collection. And this is also Ikonomi. I think no. Okay. So, what also I really don't like is that it doesn't really say what exactly it is. So basically, they'll have these like secondary names. So, like for the light, it says Camilla's Ray of Light. I think these are tied to Patreons. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, I think depending on what tier you could be, they gave you the option to name something in the game. So I think that's where that comes from. What I would like to see in maybe a future update is like Induchiku lamp. Like, yes, we know it's a floor lamp, it says in the category, but when you get to some of the clutter, it kind of becomes a little confusing. So if we look at kitchen clutter, like, yes, these are tins, but like this isn't a tin. This is like a vase. Um, this like isn't even labeled. It's a coffee cup, food, food. This is just kitchen clutter. So you can see where it just like kind of is not very descriptive. Like I would like to see like kitcheni apron, and then you can still have Andrew's splatter protector and kitchen clutter or something. But something that would be a little bit more detailed would be pretty helpful when you're trying to like go through all of these. So I think when we go back to floor lamps, I like this one. It's 120. You have some of these nice ones like Bacomo 608. Oh my gosh, wow. I love this Christmas Story reference. Oh, this is great. Oh, I love that they have this. Oh my god. I think in the Christmas Story movie, it's a woman's leg with a heel, but I actually am dying that it's this. Okay. We're not gonna add that. I think it's a little too eclectic for Davie. You know, he is gonna do like more of a industrial vibe. So I could change the color swatches of this, but I think I kind of want to keep it at that black. We'll keep the radiator there. I think what I might want to do is I might want to make it white. I don't mind that if it's gray. I feel like that is realistic, but I kind of like the white. Okay, so let's do living room and let's look at couches. Oh, I kind of like this one. It's the Indu-Chiku 2, so the same collection. Um, this is like very mid-century modern. Oh, this is cool. It's like very modular. Same with this one. This is outrageous. I love this. It's so big though. Okay, let's do Indu-Chiku. I think we want to have. Let's try red. You know, red's not really that bad. Okay. Let's see if we can extend this out. It snaps to the wall, which is really nice. Let's go here. Okay, there's a little gap, so that's pretty good. And I do believe that already fits 2 people, so if you have a guest over, he can they can sit together. So let's look at side tables here. We got some funky options. This one's really cool, but it's extremely expensive. 3,000 is way too much. So I think we might stick with the same collection. I kind of like this circular side table because if you can already tell, there's a lot of square elements in this space besides the lamp, so I think we want to add another circular element. Let's see here. I kind of like this as wood. Now, as you can see, it doesn't really fit. So, there we go. Let's just squeeze that in there. And then let's go here, click it, bring it forward. Perfect. Okay, so I think we want to add a chair. I kind of want to add another curvy element here. This is $350. I think we could afford it for the most part. But I kind of don't really know what color I want to work with here. Could do like this mustard and ketchup color scheme, but I don't know if I'm really feeling that. We could do complementary colors, but it does give Christmas. I think we could do gray. It's a little compact. You know, I don't know if this is really gonna work out. Oh, okay. Okay. It's a little crammed, but I don't know if I really mind it, to be honest. Let's do that. Okay. Not bad. And I like how those woods match a little bit. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's go here and look at this Nodiku. I think I already like this console table. Because these other ones are a little too much for us right now. Like this one's 600, it's mid-century modern one. There's just not really many options. These other ones are just way too tall. So I think what we'll do is we'll stick with this and then we'll change the color. So this one I had saved previously. I kind of like that. I like the mix of wood tones. This one's too light, I think. This matches the chair too much. And then you have these like funky colors. This looks disgusting. You know what? Let's go with this, but then let's see if we can change this wood color. So what's really cool is that you can go into here in woods and then you can change the pattern. Like that, I like that. Very, very contemporary. Now, what's annoying is that you can't go back into it, you can only select it. Oh, I can edit it from, okay, so if you right click it, you can edit it. And I think if you right click it, you could probably delete it. Okay, so I do like that, but let's do, okay, so that is that wood color. There's that, there's that. I kind of like this one, but just a little bit darker. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's just do that. I kind of like that. Okay, we are absolutely getting rid of this TV. Davie would not be caught with a CRT. I'm sorry. Okay, so electrical devices, TVs. I think this is fine. I mean, he could do this really nice one. And then here's a wall TV. Let's do the really nice one. Like, he really likes TV. Okay, now I think that is pretty, it's not perfectly straight. There we go. Cool. And usually TVs are black, but let's see if we can change. No. Okay. I thought maybe we could change the legs, but we cannot. Okay, cool. I really like that. Let's do wall or curtains or whatever. The easiest way to get there is you just do furnishings. No, sorry. Go here. Windows, curtains, and blinds. Okay, let's see. There's some curved top to it. So I do kind of like these. This is like very like model home or like luxury apartment. These are too wide. These are very low. I've been in apartments that have those, that's for sure. And then we have these, which they aren't too bad. But I kind of want something flatter to save some wall space a little bit. So let's try these out. I do like that sort of off-white cream color. But if we do these, yeah, that's just way too, no. You know what, let's try these for right now, and then, you know, after we do the wall coverings, we can see if we like it. You just adjust it from here, perfect, oh, love that. And then we can raise it up a little bit. And then it's, yeah, okay, it's right on that little line in between the two windows. Perfect. Okay, so let's copy this and move this over here. Perfect. Love that. Okay. And we'll keep it like halfway up, so that some light can still enter the place. He wants privacy, but he doesn't want too much privacy. Okay, so he's not that smart. I don't really think he's gonna be a bookshelf girl. Just like The Sims, you can learn skills by picking up a book, but he's not. He's not gonna be that person. Let me see. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I want here. Let's go into furnishings, decor, and let's check out plants. I feel like this is a good, like, little plant area. Okay. Yeah. Miss Montserrat. We could do that. I don't really like how low to the ground it is. This one is bigger. Oh, this palm. Yeah, I think we want to do that, but it's going to be a little weird. Let's see, which angle is it great? No. No, it's too into the wall there. Okay, it looks like this might be the best angle. And let's just do this. You don't want it to clip too much. Okay. It still is a little facing a little out. Let's do... Yeah, let's just keep this sort of mustard color. I think that's fine. Okay, cool. That is wonderful. Okay, let's see. Now we can fill in the space a little bit, but I don't really know if I want to. And we have this cool rug that we worked on. Got mirrors, sculptures, which there's not that many of. Wall decor. I'm not really feeling any of this. Could do some like vinyls. He's not really... Oh, I don't know. You know what I think we might want to do is we might want to stick this over here. It looks a little ridiculous with the couch being so off-center, but I kind of, I don't hate it. Okay, let's see. Now, we could do these little, like, mushroom things. Let's do it top down. Let's do that. And then we got candles. And we want, like, a little clump of 3 things, I think. So let's figure out what we want here. There's a small little, oh, it's not that small. Himalayan salt rock. I think he would probably do something like this. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then let's do... Wow, okay. Interesting. I did not... We saw it earlier. There was a coffee cup. I think it might be in kitchen clutter. Yeah, here it is. Oh, no, I don't want it down there. There we go. Let's see. Okay, got some books. You know, I think he might... He's not a big book person, but... He's gonna have like a little book there, I think. That's cool. Okay. So let us do rugs. Let's see. This one's cool. It's kind of like a Persian rug, I think. This one's... Oh, it's only 140. It's crazy. Rugs are really cheap. Huh. Oh, this one kind of like matches with the weird zebra one. So let's just rotate this. Okay. Do that. Kind of want to do the dark color like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now this one's gonna throw us off a little bit. So let's go into here. Let's change this color to be... Yeah, let's see what this looks like. Okay, it's a little more matchy. I kind of like that. Okay, cool. Now, I kind of want to see if maybe we can do a couple more plants here. So, I did find like a nice little table or stool. So let us try to do something like that and stick some plants on it. There is this cool one right here. This recipe. It's a little big, so I'll have to adjust it. Here's this is Rocky Taki. Okay. And I kind of like how the color goes a little bit. So let's go in here, advanced transform tool, and then let's do, no, oops. Well, yeah, let's change this. Yeah, let's stick it closer to the wall. Perfect. I think the height we can do change it a little bit. And then let's go like that. Like that. How does that look? Okay, I kind of like that. Let's just stick it over a little bit. Perfect. I kind of like that. Okay, now let's go back to plants. And let us pick some smaller guys. Here's this one, which I kind of like, that it hangs over but it clips, and then we're gonna have to keep it, you know, not clipping the edge. So I don't think that would be the best option right now. This one's kind of cool. You know, he is a little old, so I think he might have something like this. Stick it. And then these are too big. You have some like herbs, so let's do another cacti. Yeah, let's do like a yellow. And then advanced transform tool. Oops, I always do that. There we go. Okay. And then I kind of want to just make it a little bit smaller like that. Oops. Cool. And then let's check out, see if we can find any. Oh no, not the home sign. Live, laugh, love. Let's do like a little candle there. Perfect. Oh, cute. I want to see if there's a watering. There is. Yes. Let's do this. And let's go here. And perfect. Yes. Love that little area. That is so cute. Oh, see, so sometimes it happens when you zoom out a little bit, like items will disappear, but then if you zoom back in. Oh, no, we got a straight up bug. So this sometimes happens, and it is pretty unfortunate, because you do have to redo it. So let us do this. Okay. Yeah, and then see how the candle disappears, but it comes back. Okay, so we might have to do this a couple more times, but we will see. Okay, I really like that. Okay, so with this, you know, I think for the most part, our thing is done. I kind of maybe want something that's on the side table. I am kind of forgetting to do that. There really isn't a whole lot of stuff here. This one's kind of cool, this Limina. It's like a little moon lamp that's on a little stand. That's cute. Okay, I like that. Now, this is interesting. I wish this didn't take up so much space. Ooh, I don't know what's going on there. That's cute. Yeah, I think we should keep it. I think that's cute. Okay. So next up we have our kitchen and dining area. Now, I don't really hate this. Let us do something. Let us just stick a vase in the middle. Okay, I think that's... Oh, it's not lined up with two of the chairs. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, let's just like look at kitchen clutter and see if there's anything else that we want to add to the center of the table. Oh, salt and pepper shakers. Yeah, let's just do that. He's probably gonna sit mostly on this side. I'm assuming... I haven't really tested this out, but I'm assuming like, you know, he'll cook this thing on the stove, but what happens is after they finish cooking, they always place the plate or the bowl on one of the counters. So he'll probably stick it on one of these counters. I don't know which one, and then methinks he will go to either this seat or this seat. So yeah, I think we want to keep the salt and pepper shakers on this side. And you'll see what we put on the other side of the table. Okay, I really don't hate the... Like, this does feel very, like, man cave, industrial. Oh my god, so I live in a city that has a lot of breweries, and I swear to God, well, one, I don't really go to breweries anymore, and I don't drink beer, but they, like, all have these same chairs, and it drives me insane. Like, are you guys getting it all from the same warehouse? Like, are they all Target chairs? Like, what is going on? Why does every brewery need to have the same decor? Like, change it up. I get it. You are always marketing towards white men, but like, seriously, like, it doesn't all have to be the same kind of chair. Okay, sorry. Rant. Okay, so I do kind of like this. I don't think we're going to change it that much. Yeah, I think we'll keep it the same. Now, what I want to do here is I want to add a laptop to the dining table. There's not really a room for a desk. He can maybe have a desk here at the end of the kitchen. But I think the space runs into the little hallway a little too closely. So I don't think he's going to have a desk in this apartment. I think he's just gonna do his work on like at the kitchen table. Which been there, done that. It does work. Obviously, you're sitting in a much less comfortable chair, but you know, he'll make it work. Okay, so let's go into electrical devices, computers, and we will pick this DIPA laptop. I think white electronics are so cute. I was looking at this like 3DS XL, and the white one I thought would look so cute, but it only came out in Japan, and I was really devastated by that. Because I know if I looked at it on eBay, it probably be like 300 more than what a North American release would be. Okay, cool. Now, this wall behind is a little bare now that we moved the painting. So let's figure out what kind of wall art we want to put on there. So here's the picture frames, and I'll show you what you can do with them. It's really cool. But let's look and see if there's anything else. Are these like weird? Okay, I thought they were gears. This is very like, I know it's modern, but it's really giving like 2003 faux Tuscany, and I don't like that. That's not him. He is not into anything country. Here's this. It's kind of interesting. I wish sometimes the snapping works, and then sometimes it just straight up doesn't. Okay. I mean, that is... I don't know. I'm not really a fan of clocks. And I don't know. See, I'm trying to put myself into Davie's head. I don't know if Davie really cares. I think he'll just find it like architecturally interesting. Let's see. Yeah, let's keep it black. Okay, so now we have this little space done, but let us look at wall coverings real quick. Okay, so you do have a plenty of options. You have paint, you have wallpaper, wall tiles, wall masonry, wall stones, wall paneling, and you have a select all or whatever. So I kind of like the idea of bringing the brick inside that immediately screams loft, immediately screams industrial, and giving the location within the city, I feel like that fits right. Like maybe this was a small warehouse that got converted. So let's do that. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Yes, I really love that. And then, yeah, let's just not really change the hallway there. I think that's fine. Okay. Very cool. Really coming together, and I think it really goes well with these other red tones and these warm wood tones. Like, it just feels very, like, warm and cozy here. Like, I really like it. Like, I would love to just, like, sit in this space and just, like, flip through this book, have a little latte, and just vibe. Yeah, that's really cute. I really like that. Okay. Let's go and edit these other walls, and then we'll do the kitchen. Okay, so here's the thing. If he has an apartment, he's likely not even able to touch the walls. Like he may technically own this, but for our storyline, he is renting. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep the paint. Let's see if we can just go do this. Okay. Now here is like a little like. It looks like it's like a little. To me, it feels like really similar to a lime wash, where you have this sort of like definition in the wall, but to me, it just looks smudged and dirty, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So let's just go into regular wall paint. I do want to actually. Hold on. I want to check out these options first. Okay. Okay. I thought there might be some more options to like screw around with, but it looks like it was like specifically this one that I'm hovering over with. Um okay, let's go into just regular wall paint. It's the same tone but without it. I don't mind that, but I think no, I don't really want white walls. I do find okay, I think this might be perfect. I feel like oftentimes in apartments or like stock housing or whatever, the walls aren't exactly white. They are sort of like an off-white, but they're not this sort of yellow that's already existing. So let us change that. How do we like that? Let's zoom out a little. That's not bad. I like that actually. Okay. Okay, well, we're just gonna change these real quick. Perfect. Okay, cool. So I think, guys, I think I'm gonna stop the episode here. And I think because like we're already approaching an hour, even after an hour, and I don't really think I want to make these episodes really long. I kind of want to try my hardest to cap them at 60 minutes, but we'll see moving forward. Um, because I know that like with the character creator, like yes, that episode is 2 hours long, but I felt like it would be too awkward to like cut the character creator in half into two separate episodes. So I know that if you're watching this in the series in a playlist, I apologize ahead of time if there's too many episodes focused on build mode, but that is the kind of life simmer I am. I do spend a lot of time in build mode. I also spend a lot of time in life mode. Like, don't worry, we'll get to that for sure. But I do love taking the time to just kind of create like a really cute space. So I will see you next episode. I think the next episode, I hopefully we can get through the kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom. And then I believe the episode after that, we can finally get into life mode. Alright, guys, I will see you soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.